Hey everyone, it's James at JW Strength and Conditioning. So today I'm going to be going over a little bit of desk job posture again. So we're going to be looking at the shoulders and why they may be sort of pulling in on your posture, and what we're going to do about it just to try and get a little bit of a fix to get you away from that pain. Okay, so I've got 3 diagrams up on the board, so we can see the first one on the left. Sad face, he's not very happy at this time. He's got those internally rotated shoulders. He's probably feeling a little bit of pain in his neck, his upper back, maybe a little bit in his chest as well. But it's not giving him a good time and he needs to get out of this pain. So from the side on view, as you can see that the shoulders are forward at the desk, and again he's just feeling tight and pain. Again, the internal rotation of the shoulder, and I'll show you why that is in a second. So if we look at the back view, we've got a few muscle groups there. So we've got rotator cuffs which control the movement of the shoulder. We've got 4. I'll run through them quickly with you. So we've got supraspinatus, infraspinatus and the teres minor on the back. So they're the ones that control the external rotation of the shoulder, okay? So the other one, the deep one inside that connects to the back of the scapula and into the arm, is the subscapularis. Now this is the one that gets very tight on people, and it will start to over time cause internal rotation. Now there's a couple of other things probably going on in the body as well that's causing it, but I'm just going to go over this one today with you. So what we need to do is stretch Mr. Subscapularis out, and we need to strengthen the guys on the back. Because we're already in that stretch position at the desk probably, and you're starting to get aches and pains in your shoulders, and you start to try and stretch the back of your shoulders out, it's not going to do a lot because they're already in that stretch position, they're already overactive, and to stretch them anymore, if you imagine that blue tack analogy over time, we take it apart and it just goes going to ping. So unless you've got any sort of trigger points there in the muscles, we don't ever want to be sort of stretching those guys out. So I'm going to take you over a couple of exercises that's going to stretch the subscapularis. So it's only going to be a nice light stretch, and you're going to need a broom handle or something similar. And I'll take you through an exercise to strengthen the guys on the back as well. So over time, if you do it consistently and you build up that strength back in the rotator cuffs at the back, and we stretch subscapularis out in the front, we should start to feel a little bit of a release there as well. And then we can start looking at other things in the body a little bit further down once we've got that sort of movement back in there. Okay, so I'll take you through those exercises next. Okay guys, so the first exercise we're going to be looking at will require you to use a broomstick. Okay, so I've just got this short old stick that I found in the garden. But what we're going to do, I want you to hold your arm out straight, okay, either to the side or to the front. Okay, then from there what we're going to do is just bring the forearm up in line with the elbow. Okay, so you might need to try a different variation of this from the front or the side, just depends where you're currently at with that sort of tightness within the subscapularis. So what I'm going to do from there, I'm just going to drop the stick down about halfway up my bicep. Again, you might need to change it so it's just above the elbow, so just see where it goes with it. So I'm just going to light it here to start with. So what I want to almost do is just keep my posture up nice and tall. I'm just trying to just get a little bit of openness here, so I'm just almost just pulling the arm away. So I'm pulling my elbow away from my shoulder. So from here, I'm going to grab onto the stick. Okay, so you might need to play around with your hand position, and what I want you to do is slowly, bring the stick up with the opposite hand. So as you can see, my arm's going into the external rotation there, and at some point you'll feel a deep stretch going around sort of the back of the shoulder, and it's that deep subscapularis that we're targeting. If that's too much there, we can bring the elbow around to the front, and we can do the same thing again. So the front rack position, and we're just going to slowly start easing this up. So I've got a nice loose grip on the top, and you will feel it at a point, so mine's there, so a little bit of tightness. We're just going to hold there for 20 seconds, just breathe through it. And then once we're done there, we'll go to the opposite side. So same thing again. I'm just going to drop it down, flex the elbow, and then we're just going to slowly start pulling underneath. Okay, so it can be from the side or the front. Again, it just depends. So with the elbow position, you may want to play around with that stick a little bit there. So we might just want to higher it up a little bit, just below the elbow or in the bicep. So again, we're just sort of trying to play around with it until you feel that stretch there. So we've discussed band pull aparts before, but this time we're going to do a little bit of external rotation. So I'm going to put my hands roughly in line with my shoulders, my elbows are down, my palms are down. So the normal band pull apart to strengthen the upper back and the posterior delts would be pull apart and squeeze hard into the shoulders. So this time what we're going to look at doing, we're going to rotate our hands up. So we're going to come out and then we're going to bring our thumbs up, okay, and we're going to come back in with control. So we always want to look for control, and we're always looking for quality of movement. We're not looking for reps. So if it's 5, it's 5. If it's 12, 15, then it is. So as soon as that movement starts breaking down and you're not really feeling much happening, that's the end of the exercise. A couple of sets, just slowly building strength back up in those rotator cuffs across the back, okay?